Oh, hello. I don't think anyone's going to really be watching this. I'm kind of recording it for myself because I've been working my way up to 100 Vanquishes in Wildfrost, which is basically a lot. I'm sorry, consecutive Vanquishes. You got to get your all 10 bells on, and then win the game with the true boss 100 times in a row. I'm at 99. Back in December, I thought I was going to make it past 19 for the first time, and I screwed it up and lost. And then in January, I pushed and like thought through the battles a little bit more when they were especially hard, and I made it to 51 and made a stupid mistake. And my goal was just to get past 19, so it was good. But then I thought, okay, well, if I got to 51, why don't we do something insane and try to get to 100? And I didn't think I'd actually get here, but I played it a lot. I've gotten a lot better than I really thought I was kind of like stuck at the level I was at, but apparently I can still get better. And here we are to give this a try. So this is going to be my 100th Wildfrost Vanquish if all goes well. But as this game likes to do, I think it's going to make this difficult for me. Let's find out. So yeah, surprise, I've been doing this for 900 hours. I really like this game. I don't know what it was that I almost didn't play it. I just bought it because of Chucklefish. I don't know, distributed the distributor, and I like them. And I thought I'll give it a try. And then a friend of mine was playing Wildfrost, and he was really into it and said it was very fun. So I decided to start playing it, and I learned it, and I lost probably a couple hundred times before I started getting through it, and now I'm like, look where we are now. Okay, those aren't amazing. Those are all no's. I need someone with like decent amount of life. I think maybe this is as good as we're gonna get. The Stonner's a 3. I mean, three sun clock things. I don't know what those are called. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to do that. And then the pet is going to be Spike, as always. I've literally played all now 100 of these runs with only Spike, which I guess you could say since this version of the game came out, I've only used Spike as the pet, because he's the only one with the gold frame. Only one with a special frame. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true, because I might have gotten some chiseled ones from the dailies. But had we gotten the penguins, he's just a great moneymaker in the situation, but we're just going to have to try to get some decent combos here. But I guarantee I'm going to get like somewhere between 61 and 68 blink. There was a point where at one time where I somehow got 100 bling on the stage, and I wasn't even trying that hard, and I don't know how I did it. Because it's kind of, like, they're very stingy. It's with Big Peng and the penguins, you could totally do that. But not this. This one, it's like, getting above 80 is a good thing. Also, I don't know how you guys feel about the Naked Gnome. I like to save him when possible. Especially because, I mean, you just do it at least once for the achievement. But he always goes... it's like, it's really hard to get around him. Like, sometimes there's just no way to save him. The one thing that I wanted about getting to 100 here was I wanted to kind of figure out, is it possible to always win in this game? And like, if you really take the time and strategize and think through it, is it possible to win every time you play? And so far, what I would say is it's not impossible, but to call it possible is, I think, unreasonable, because the situation... I'm gonna hit him. The controller sometimes slips. I think it's unreasonable the amount of work I've had to do to get through some of these. So it's like the game's not too hard most of the time, but if you want to do something like this, it's pretty damn hard. There are at least like 10 runs that almost broke me. So far, this one's shaping up okay. But what did I tell you? I guess you can't see behind my body, but 64 bling, right on the mark. Oh, right in between the marks, I guess. Oh, good. Okay. Bye-bye optimism. I guess we're going with Krego. I mean, he's not terrible, but he's slow. And he's not very useful in the beginning. And they put acorns on the bear, the Uba bear, the bear that you can't hit without getting snowed with the slow people that I have, and then that guy. And I'm gonna have to deal with it. Better that we deal with him as quickly as possible. But there is no quickly as possible because hitting him is a problem. Those acorns are a problem. Like it's hard when he has 6. But you add another 8 hits to that. It's just nuts. This is gonna be a slog. This is not gonna be an enjoyable battle. This is gonna be painful and tedious. Oh good, I let him hit with nothing. That was stupid. Right, I'm glad I'm recording this because right off the bat I decided to embarrass myself. I mean, this is really a game where you're not allowed to make mistakes. If you make a mistake and you don't die, that's just luck. It's lucky that you did not make the wrong move, and I need to, like, I think pay attention a little bit better to what I'm doing here. That was partly me being frustrated because making Krego the meat shield is I'm annoyed that he's here. And then I let the leader hit him while there's still acorns. That would have been totally fine if I had just gotten a little damage on him. That's what it just that this game has in every stage a way to neutralize any advantage or every advantage. Like they don't do it all at once, obviously, but like if you are really strong, you can if you have like a lot of frenzy and you can hit them a bunch of times, the cats with the teeth will kill you. If you are incredibly strong in general, when you get to the end of the run. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen all of Wildfrost, spoilers ahead. So maybe I don't imagine anyone's gonna watch this anyway, but if you do, I'm assuming you've probably played this game enough. But yeah, the guys at the end, the last boss once you're fighting yourself. But if it's if you've been vanquishing, you're stuck with the same boss every time, which is the wizard. I don't remember what his name is, but he's the wizard. And the harder you hit, the likelier you are going to be to hit him by accident or without a choice. I'm feeling like I can breathe again now. Cleared that out. So, if you're strong, you can get yourself into trouble there. There's just going to be a place in a run every time where whatever you have will be a problem when it's been an advantage everywhere else, which I think is really good design. I mean, this is a really well thought through game. They've made some great improvements over the last year, and I think my favorite version was when it was easy, and they had when you can just get like 5 crowns no matter what you did. They just handed out the crowns. That was, I think, like one of the betas. Because I actually said, I don't want to give this suggestion, but it's too easy to get crowns. Like, I love it, but you should take it out because it's too easy. It makes the game too easy. But, in this case, with the number of runs I've been through, I think maybe it wasn't too easy. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have found it too easy when I had started. We are going to duplicate Clockwork Bomb, I think. Yeah. I like to get rid of the starter weapon, like the hammers in this case, especially the hammers, because 4 of them is annoying. 2 of them, great. 1 of them, maybe too few, but at least then you're always powering it up. Yeah. Give me something good, please. I can use that. Okay. I used to hate that, but it's actually really good in this case because Big Berry. My goal with Big Berry, he's a very safe choice. But if I get him early in the game, I tend to pick him because I'm a safe player. I like to play defensively. I'm playing very defensively today because I don't want to lose this. But Big Berry is always, like, if you get him early enough, usually you can power him up in a way where he's no longer just a safe choice, but it's actually very useful. And I'm glad that happened this early. If that luck continues, that would be great. I don't usually like to try to kill them right away. I try to just damage them both a little bit, because then Infernoko won't hit too hard like he's going to. And it's really bad if you kill one of them and then leave a gap here, because one of the I forgot the little things that lower your attack and have 8 health. I forgot the name. Grink? Is it Grink? Anyway, they come up and fill that spot, and they can take a while. No, that's... What does that say? Frost? I'm playing on like a tiny screen so I can record this. So I can't read the text very well. But that's not Grink. Maybe Grink's the later form. Because it's the same thing, but it applies 2 of the hit reducers. Okay. My main concern is the Gobbler. Those things, they're not a big deal until you forget about them. And thank you, Barry. Like, I don't ever expect that to happen. It's nice when it does. Like, Aimless, that could, like, the thing is, it doesn't always work out with Aimless, but that couldn't have happened without Aimless. We'd still have that piece of crap out there if I hadn't given them that charm. So I'm glad that I did that. I used to hate Aimless. Like, I would not even bother with it. But it's actually, like, all the things that are downsides tend to be good. The only thing I don't like is Haze. Like, I don't want it on me, and I don't want to use it. Because this game seems to think it's really valuable, and I don't think it is. How many of you can we get rid of? I'd love if the answer were all of you, but I think it's going to be... two. At least the important one. Yeah. Life doesn't always work out the way you want. But hopefully this stuff's good. I forgot to say good, but not too good. There are too many things I want. I want to get the heart, because that's responsible. Because he's going to be reduced. One of the bells I have is the heart reduction. We need to keep him above 8. Crown's kind of like an always got to do the crown. I think I'm going to go Hoghead. Because I'm hoping we get the little bomb girl, Fizzle. I think it's Fizzle. And Hoghead's a great option for her, or Foxy if we get Foxy. But... something. Like, normally I don't find myself going to the munchers constantly, even though I feel like it's the responsible thing to do. But it is very helpful with these guys. Ooh, okay, Mini Mike is good. Slow but good. If we can get him to go faster, then I'll be happy. But he's not going to be very useful for like most of the game. But he has 8 life, so he can take a hit, and I appreciate that. Okay. a mandatory item. We will not be getting to the end. And don't have a lot left. We're gonna do this. That card that either kills you or saves your life. It's terrible and wonderful. Like you can right now it's fine. We're not gonna. You can always avoid using it too. It's not that big of a deal. It's one card, but the amount of trash that it puts in your hand or junk can get very difficult to manage. Oh, he snows. Okay, there's my bad habit showing. I don't notice the dread charms effects. Oh shoot, I should have hit him instead. Because now the leader's gonna hit him. And I gotta snow him. It's only 2 damage and would have been dead if I used that thing on him and just waited on this guy. But oh well. That is a okay mistake. Still alive. And I had time to do that, so that's good. See? And sometimes the aimless isn't even relevant. A combo, we cleared the board. We have the, I have the bells for both expediting the enemy, the wave counter, the enemy wave counter, and I believe the one on for the bosses as well. The thing I don't like, so I used to do it with the battle charms, where sometimes battle charms would be added to enemies in the frost caves, I believe. And when that's on with the dread charm, sometimes you'll get enemies with 2 battle charms, or something even worse. And not like 1, but many. And it got to a point, like almost 90 of the runs that I did with this were with that on instead of the half heart situation. But I found that the half heart thing was, I've never had a problem finding some way to protect the leader at the end so that he has enough life that he won't get killed in a hit. And there's like, with the true boss, there's one, I don't remember, I think it's the Frost Lancer is his name, but he basically does 7 and he's aimless. So that's really terrible if you have anybody who has less than 7 that you need to be alive. And if there's any one person you need to be alive, it's the leader, because, you lose. So having him under 8 would be pretty devastating, but I found that, like, I usually get an Ice Cube or a Heart's Charm, and, I bypassed the Heart spell this time because it would have taken up to 14, he would have gotten halved, and then he'd be at 7, which, the goal is for him to get hit once or 0 times. But I'm willing to take the risk on this because I've literally never had a problem. And beyond that, sorry Spike, but your service is welcome. I think I'm gonna play it safe here. Anyway, these guys have ink, as you obviously have seen and probably know. But they have ink, so worst case scenario, we'll see how the cards come up too. Like, that could be very bad. I do not intend on that happening, but at least there's one way to stop that guy from hitting someone that's not in front. Normally I choose the gotcha pomper, but I don't think that's going to work for us today. Like, if we had, I guess it's like Mini Micah. If we're in a better situation, I'm mainly taking the other one, because I like to make my choices for the end of the game. Like, everyone who plays deckbuilder says, choose what you need now. I don't think that works in this game very well if you're playing the true boss. If you're not, it's totally fine. But the true boss, you have to make every decision with now and them in mind. Otherwise, you can get really, really screwed. And I'm going to have another hammer. I don't want it. But in this case, Gotcha Pumper would be a disaster with the toothy shapes. We're in potentially for of course it puts okay, so Mallow is what's giving them the teeth right now, if you don't know. And a lot of the time he's on his own row. And that's when the game's being nice. But then sometimes the game is an asshole and puts him on a row with the other thing because the one below him is making everybody aimless. So basically, it's really hard not to hit the T. I mean, Big Berry's aimless anyway, so what are you going to do? But at least in this scenario, we were able to get rid of him really fast. I mean, now we were able to get rid of him really fast. So, we're okay. Just taking someone with Frenzy to this level is kind of a bad idea generally. Take it, like, really anybody on this level. Like, you want someone who hits once and really hard. And that's hard to find at this point. But that's why I'm not... I upped Mini Micah's attack power before I'm gonna hit him with anything else. Alright. Let's get some protection. I want to get hit by that guy. And we need to get rid of the cats as safely as possible. Like, I think this is the right clan to go with for a level like this. Yeah, I don't want that. This is the right clan to go with for a level like this because you can negate the teeth. The teeth are like, they're wonderful to have, but there's so much more effective on the player than they are on the enemy. So it's very dangerous for us. Oh good, I just got rid of the cat, now we have another cat. Alright, well, I don't understand why he went down when the entire thing was empty above. I usually try to like force them into a certain space so it's easier to get rid of them quickly in a situation where that is warranted, like this. But I guess we're gonna have to do it the hard way. Hopefully he'll hit the front. Good. Sometimes it works out. Thought I put the snow on because he was gonna kill us otherwise. The Maja is the only enemy in the entire game that has trigger when hit. There's no other enemy that has that, and I've always wondered why did they do that way? Because we have Smackback, which you understand very early because there's usually a Smackback snowman that they put in the game to help teach people what Smackback is. But this one triggers when hit, except it doesn't. It triggers after it's been hit however many times it was going to, where Smackback triggers immediately after being hit. So I just I'm really curious why they kept it this way and didn't give him Smackback. I don't know if it was like to be nice, because the stage can be kind of complicated to win sometimes. But we're in fairly good position now, because even if it's not a big deal if he attacks, because we have some barriers here. I have a lot of sacrifices I can make. It's just him hitting again and again and again is a problem. But now it doesn't matter at all because he's dead. Okay. I am very happy that's over. I really want to go get a new character in hopes we get what I want. But oh my god. Alright. Jumbo the Meat Shield it is. We're not going to be using him. We can go hang out with Crego. I think, having played this game enough, it's like I can sense when it's not going to work out. But I have to do it anyway, because it's like, if I need to know that I tried to get Fizzle, or somebody that would be useful. But, so this is me making preemptive decisions like you're not supposed to do. But if we get Molten, there it is, Molten Dip. If we get Molten Dip, I made a good decision to get the critical charm. Plus it's useful like with their stuff anyway. So ideally, that's not going to happen right now, but ideally, we take the critical charm, put it on Molten Dip, and add a crown, and then every single time that is used, the last card you play out of your hand in the beginning, then it's always going to double it's going to raise the sort by 4 instead of 2, which is a big deal. Oh, that's useful. Okay. I'm not unhappy about that. We can put that on berry and get our ×3. That makes them very useful. So, the only other thing I would want to add to the Molten Dip is a Strawberry Charm, since it gives everyone 2 hearts, which I feel like with this team not being full of hearts, although someone will be, because that hoghead's going on somebody, and it doesn't look like it's going to be fizzled today. Because I don't think people ever, unless you have an injured companion, I don't think anyone shows up this late ever. Yeah, that was not a hand I can use right now, because we need snow, and I still didn't get snow. Jeez, you're not being nice to me today. I'm glad that I didn't, like, chance it. Okay, well, we'll get our free hit, because I have a feeling this is going to be complicated. Like, Crunker's easy if you have snow. Oh, thank goodness. I would have settled for it showing up at all, but at least we got some luck there, because it is a critical that'll buy us a decent amount of time. But this is like why I like to have a snow cake. Some people don't think snow cake's so great, and it's not, you know, gonna save you in everything, but there are 2 places where I think it is a huge help, and it's this stage or the boss that we didn't get, which I like better. I didn't get a lot of the bosses I like so far, which is I'm you know, I guess that's this game. It's it doesn't do what you want pretty much whenever you want it to. You will get the opposite, but I like the poison thing, because it's like, we'll get a decent amount of money here, but it's harder to get combos. But with that thing, because it splits itself all the time into different pieces, as long as you can avoid getting murdered by it, you can make a lot of money on the combos. Especially if you have a bling bank. That's like a guaranteed 400 bling at the end of the game. If you can bling bank and do all of that. I do not like putting him in harm's way. It makes me very nervous to have the leader in harm's way. It also makes me very nervous to be in this situation here where I can't... someone's gonna have to go. Guess we made some progress there. You could use some healing. I usually don't like to take him out because he can heal himself and everybody else, but we can't have anyone getting hit right now. It's better that he'll come up later. Sometimes he'll come up right away, which will be really nice, but maybe not, because... Can we sort this out? Take care of that. He's not going to attack yet. There's just never enough... Oh, I forgot to kill him. We gotta kill the Sponcher. And now we're out of time. Okay. So this is bad. That was maybe not the best move, but we can work with it. So, gotta get things like this, and I need him to have attack power. So, yeah, you know what? We'll sacrifice Spike, because that'll at least block damage from those 2 before it hits Crunker, which, you know, progress still. Thank you, Spike. Thank you for your sacrifice. Now, what are we gonna do? I mean, the good thing, finally got that. That it's taken this long for me to get one of those. This isn't ideal. But I need Mini Micah to be hitting. But this situation is, you know, he's still going to kill him because he has that +4, so that worked out okay. But hello everyone, you're back. So good to see you. Then 2 hits. And the Gobbler is fine until someone dies. So Gutter hits him and dies. Okay, and here we are again. Gotta let someone go. Again. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to take Mini Micah out. I have to take him out. And have our leader take 2 hits. That sucks. That really sucks. That's why this stage gets, like, you know, this one can be very hard without snow. You have snow, it's like the easiest thing in the world. It's a little annoying, but it's easy. Should we? I'm like more concerned about them right now. Then at least I can guarantee one of them doesn't exist in the next round. Well, I don't know, what can we do for junk and nothing, no damage? Oh, there he is. It took a while, but I guess that was likely to happen. Save me from death, thank you. Yeah, you gotta be in front though. The controller, it just like places things in the wrong place a lot, which I'm sure that's hard to do. To get all the controller stuff working perfectly in a game. I've only done it once, and it was difficult, but I don't have the experience of a game developer. Yeah, I've just made some stuff. But it like I get very nervous about where the game decides I want to put things because I'm on a controller. Get the families back together. We can win. We can win now. Just don't move for a second. Get 2 more hits in. We can do it. So he thinks he's gonna go first. Need everybody alive for the next phase. The nice thing is, I do like to, in general, get rid of everything else before dealing with him in this phase, if possible, but that would be in the snow situation. In this situation, this is how I like it when I have snow on him for a while. But why did I put? I never notice when those things are underneath his stuff. So Mini Micah did not need to get hit there. But, you know, we're okay. I'm just poking at him because I'm an asshole, because this was very long and difficult, and I wanted to hit him as much as possible before it was over. Okay, snow's good, but no heart stuff, no ice cube. That's not good. I guess we're gonna have to go with card draw. Is there something else here that would make sense? I don't think there is. I mean, like, Cake is a really good charm with either of the other 2 clans, but not the Clunk Masters. There's like nothing good to put it on unless you have the needle, the syringe that makes you aimless and stronger. I like it on that. Meanwhile, go the Charm Merchant. Not only can we not really afford much of anything, but the only thing that was useful there in my book was, in this situation, was the hook, and it's not worth buying. Because we already have one. I hated the hook when I started this game. I got so mad every time I got that charm. But now I love it. I get it. You can really get yourself out of a bind with that thing. So we've got Spike. Spike is kind of a like the Clunk Masters are great because, especially if you have Spike, because on this level you can have blocking on both rows with Junkhead and Spike. We don't have Spike yet, but I think we can survive until he comes out. because I do not. There's no situation here where I can get hit with haze. Because if I get hit with haze, it means that they might hit the leader, and then the leader's dead. Because he only has 4 hearts now, and I'm very nervous about that. Okay. Still enough crown on it, but making good use of that critical. As I hope to be. Gotta deal with that guy first. Okay. I'm not too worried about this stage. We're like in a good position for this one, I think. This is a run where having a lot of crowns would have been helpful. So, Micah needs a lot of prep. What I really like to have is the Lumen Vase, and then a piece of junk that has the Frenzy Charm. I don't remember if it's called Frenzy Charm, but the one that adds ×2 to an item so it hits 3 times, and then just whack him with that, and it breaks, and you're done. Then at that point, especially if he has a Lumen Ring charm on him, then he's gonna hit a lot. Cause I guess that would bring him up, because it would be adding ×4 each time, so he would go to 13 with that. But you know, typically you just get the Lumen Vase, and that's fine. Like ×2 is good. I mean, I would say typically you always get the Lumen Vase if you're going for the end, the real end. Okay. Gotta get rid of that guy first. Careful. So I think we are going to have to be careful here. But I think we gotta deal with what do you call it? Oh, that was lucky. That was so lucky. I want to deal with the, is it the burster? Of course there's another one now. But I like to deal with them quickly for obvious reasons. But when those, I don't want to get ice cubes on them. So, got very lucky there. Okay, see, that is adequately prepped. Also, this is why I put the snow charm on him. I usually like to wait until the end, if possible, the penultimate battle before the true boss, to put most of the charms on. Because I don't know, like, what if I get a Chuckle Charm and I can remove the limit? What if something really useful comes up? So, like, if you have Foxy and the balance charm comes up, but you've already put stuff to raise his heart or his sword, or you've lowered his sun clock thing down to 2, then it's unusable. Whereas early in the game, or as soon as possible, getting balance charm on Foxy is a great way to start with him, because all that happens is he goes up 3 swords and he goes down 1 heart. But it would, like, we don't want that now. Because I guess the leader might benefit from it a bit, but at least we got a shop at the end. I would have been really upset. Now we can hopefully, there it is. Okay, we got a snow cake. It's only, I didn't have a chance to duplicate it, but 1 snow cake is fine. I can get by without him. Maybe not on this run, but we need an ice cube or a heart's charm. Come on. Well, that's ironic. Or coincidence. Don't ask me which one's right. You know what? Actually, this could work out. I'm trying not to think about how we're going to be going into the final with absolutely no protection for the leader, but if we put the balance charm on Mini Micah and then give him the hog head, that'll put him at 10 life, and he'll not be slow anymore, and he'll have an extra sword attack thing. Okay. With that in the snow, we might be okay-ish. But I've never, literally never, ever have been in a situation where the leader was below 8. Or if they were below 8, they had like acorns on them or an ice cube. But like they would always be able to take at least 1 7 hit no matter what. I can't believe we got another one of those. I just wonder like if anyone has success with that Moko statue totem thing. Because it's not easy to get it up to 7. I'm sorry, to 10. And then it only hits a couple of times. I tried it a couple of times. It was too tedious to work with. I don't think it's great. They're like, most of the cards, you can get a good deal out of them. I mean, even like, I complain about Prego, but under the right circumstances, he can be pretty good. Those circumstances don't come up very often, so I prefer not to use him. But there's some cards that are just like so rarely useful, which is always weird to me because for the most part, everything you get in this game can be really, really good under the right circumstances, and there are usually several circumstances that fits into. So, haven't hit the wizard yet. That's good. I don't think this hand is any use to me right now. So, get booped, and then... oh no. Crap. Okay, so my goal is always not to hit him at all. But that didn't happen. Now we see the worst thing is that when the gobbler gets behind him, I mean, there's always something that gets behind him. This is where making this problem worse. I mean, it's not like it's impossible to win here, but thank you. Now he can be destroyed somehow. Do this though. I suppose, and under the circumstances, more hits is better while that ink is away. I shouldn't have risked it. We're okay. This is actually better. I have to say, for all the bad luck I've had, my hand has not been, with the exception of not getting snow with Crunker, my hand has actually been pretty lucky. Sometimes you just gotta use something, you gotta waste it. Okay, so he'll be fine because he's got snow. Nothing, I'm not gonna smack him back. Got a free hit in, and now for the easy part. I remember the first time this happened, I thought I had won the game when I just beat the wizard and then he came up. And I lost this battle with one run. I mean, like one hit left to go. If it had, you know, if I had made like one slightly better choice, it would have been okay. But the funny thing to me now is like, just how easy this is. This part, I just think this part of it is so easy compared to the first half. Because the first half, if you make a mistake, you can get screwed. Fortunately, my mistake was only getting his attack up to 8, the wizard's attack up to 8, but like this guy, you just need to kill everybody else and then hit him like once or twice. But sometimes I like to avoid hitting everybody else because I need him to not hit too hard. And then we just... no, don't hit the face. Give me hit the face. It's only one person there. No one else is going to hit the bear now. I should have put the ink on him. Before I let that go. Oh well. Not like... I just find it kind of hard to make a mistake here. Because we just do this. Quite a hard hit. Big Berry's not going to go, but this is just, you know, picking them off. Now he's dead. So, I mean, understandably, like, the first time you get into this, you don't know what you're getting into. But the true boss, I actually beat the first time I tried it. Which is going to be a huge problem this time. This is, I would say, not the worst scenario I've ever been in. I've had runs, probably about 10 runs in this experience of going for 100 that have broken me, almost. But the only, the problem for me here is that, like, does it even matter that I have a good team? Because he has 4 hearts. Like, if that ink does not come up when I need it, I'm going to have to just work the redraw bell. Because that's, like, otherwise it's over. Start with the trash, because we can use the trash. The junk. It confuses me because it says trash 1 on the card, but then it produces junk. Which I guess is really not that different, but... I always think the cards are called trash. Okay. I don't want him doing anything else now. I'm so glad I got that snow cake. This would have been... I don't know, like... Most of the time, it's not a big deal if you don't have a snow cake, because you can get your team powerful enough. And we're doing pretty well, but, like, we have to build up Mini-Micah for it to matter. Because Barry's not going to hold forever. He's gonna get killed at some point. Because there's no way with that amount of life he's sustainable. Alright, Jumbo. Your one and only purpose today is being a meat shield when that junk head is destroyed. Here we go. I think this will work. But sorry, Big Berry. Normally I'd be very upset that I just got that clockwork bomb destroyed. But we have 3 of them, so it slims the deck a bit. I'm going to be making a mess of the deck as soon as we get the bomb barrel going. And there it is. As soon as that is available, I think we're going to need it. But not dying would probably be preferable at this stage. So we're going to do that first. Okay, now we have... Oh, shoot. We have to get rid of the Lancer in 3 turns. That is not going to be possible. This. That's it. Okay. Ah, shoot. Probably like 2 or 3 times a game I hit the redraw on 1 when there's absolutely no reason to, but see the grabber. This is like, that was a life or death situation right there. Okay, you guys can do this. I believe in you. I don't know if the math is right, but I think we're gonna get both of them. Okay. I'm not out of the woods yet. But that was very well timed. Get that bomb barrel on them again. And then it's really just a matter of getting the hits in. Be there to take the hit. I'm not missing that. I'm not missing a free play again. Okay. So... I don't like where this is going, but right now, but I think since the Crusher is going to die in time, we are going to be okay. We just need to make sure like either like if he can knock out, oh, he's gonna kill all of them. Oh my god. That is a relief. That is such a relief. I don't know if I was saying nervous, but I was like shaking a little bit. So I was like, this, of course they give me such a hard one at the end. But I am very relieved. I think we're gonna let the credits roll on that. Ow. I mean, that's not the hardest one I've had, but it was like the most dangerous one. There were some where it was like, I thought it was actually impossible, but the nice thing about the true boss is you know exactly what you're getting unless you use bells that negate that, and you're like, I did it once with where the frenzy charms could be on them, and boy was that a bad idea. Like you get that on one of the on one of the ones that go every other turn, and now they go every turn. It's impossible to deal with. I mean, unless you have snowcakes for them, but like that is there are certain situations where it's not beatable, but because you know exactly how it's going to go, you can kind of think about it ahead of time and plan out where like the damage is going to need to happen, and then. But wow, I gotta see the number. I did it. That's exciting. Oh, I don't know if anyone watched this. I was mostly just recording it for my own purposes. So I could have, if everything went well, I would have a record of it. But it did. It's actually worked out. That was I don't remember how long this took me to get here, because I fortunately have a lot of free time and not much to do lately. So I've been getting in like maybe 10 games a day, and most of the time they don't take as long as this one did. But yeah. Well, anyway, that was exciting for me. I think I'm gonna go lie down now because I feel kind of like lightheaded. I really didn't want to have to do that again. So yay, it's been done. If you watched, thank you. But I guess I don't even know if I'm going to put this anywhere. So thank me for watching. I don't even know if I'll ever watch this. I just want it on the record. Okay, well, whatever the case is, bye.